In this video, I'm going to teach you everything you need to know in order to become a project management virtual assistant. I'm going to teach you what is even project management virtual assistant, the difference between general virtual assistant and a project management virtual assistant, the tools that you need in order to succeed as a project manager, and basically everything you need to know in order to become a project management virtual assistant. And to get started, we are going to start with understanding what exactly is project management. Project management is simply the process of controlling tasks and resources to achieve a specific goal within a specific budget. Every business have to have a project manager, and really everything is project. This video that I'm recording, for example, it is a project in itself. I have to record the video, make a thumbnail for it, upload it to YouTube, and other minor things. And if you are my project manager, then you are going to, if I set a plan that this video I want to publish it in the next 1 week, in 7 days, then you as a project manager, you are going to make sure I record the video in the right time, the video is edited at the right time, the thumbnail is created right, the video is uploaded, everything, make sure it is completed and achieved 100% before that 7 days that have been set. And if maybe we have to pay a video editor, we have to pay a thumbnail designer, we have to pay other people, you have to make sure we pay all these people within the budget. That is, just to put it simply, that is the work of a project manager. So what is the difference between general virtual assistant and a project manager? I think if you know what a general virtual assistant is and you just hear my explanation of what a project manager is, you can see the difference. General virtual assistant is doing really about everything. General virtual assistant is going to help their client with anything that the client need help with. But a project manager is only going to focus on completing project within the right timeline, by the deadline of the project, make sure it is completed, and make sure the budget, it did not exceed the budget. Just make sure the project is completed right. The project manager doesn't have to do everything themselves. They can assign tasks. If we have a team, the project manager is going to assign tasks to the right team members and assign a deadline for each project that they assign to each team member. Let me give you an example of a client I used to work for. The client has a big website, and they have 3 content writers that just write articles for them. They have a graphic designer who creates graphics for the articles that have been created. They have me who upload and format the articles and publish them on the website. They have someone who do SEO for the articles that have been written. So I do project management for them also. And what I did was I create a spreadsheet and I create a Google Drive. When I also create a Trello board, and I assign a task to content writers. When content writers are ready to write article, they can just go to the Google Sheet, to the right Google Sheet, and take a keyword, they write the article. When they finish, they upload it to the right Google Drive folder. And as soon as they did that, we are going to assign a task to graphic designer to create graphics for the article. And when the graphic designer finish, I'm going to assign the task to myself to upload and format it. And when I did that, I'm going to assign it to the person who do SEO, and the person will review the article and do any necessary SEO for it. And then we go ahead and publish it. My job as a project manager is to make sure the articles are written at the right time. Make sure the graphic designer creates the right graphics for the articles. Make sure it is optimized for SEO, and make sure 3 articles are published every single week. So I think this will give you a general idea of what a project manager do. The next thing you have to understand if you want to become a project manager is the tools that are going to help you become a project manager. In order to become a project manager, you have to use project management tools. And there are a lot. There are so many project management tools out there. The tool that you are going to work with is going to depend on your client preference. If your client already is using a project management tool to manage their project, then you are probably going to have to learn the tool they are going to use. But if you are working for someone and you start working for them and they haven't had any project manager previously, then you can have a privilege of choosing the project management tool to use. The most popular project management tools are Trello, ClickUp, Asana, Monday, Todoist. I personally use all of them. ClickUp Asana, and Monday, they all look very similar, but Trello and Todoist are more basic. So if you want to start learning project management tool, the one I would recommend you start with is Trello. If you have never used project management tool previously, Trello should be your first step. Even clients that I work with, if a client have never used any project management tool previously, I recommend them to start with Trello because it is easier to learn. When you learn Trello, you learn how it works. Then you can start learning other advanced tools like ClickUp, Asana, Monday, etc. But if you are just getting started, the first thing you need to do, if you have never used any project management tool previously, go to YouTube, find a tutorial about Trello or ClickUp. Choose anyone, but I recommend you start with the easiest one, which is Trello. Find a tutorial, follow the tutorial, create a free account, and test how it works and learn how to use a project management tool. If you learn how to use a project management tool, you are good at it, then you are not going to have a hard time being a project manager. Obviously, if you are a beginner, you cannot start working with teams of 50 people, 100 people. But if you are working with just small business owners that have like 2 or 3 team members, you can easily become a project manager and perfect your skills on the job. So your checklist to getting started as a project management virtual assistant is: first, learn the skills. And the skills is using a project management tool. Go to YouTube, find tutorials on Trello, ClickUp, Monday, whatever one you choose, and learn how to use. I will say learn to use at least 2. Learn to use Trello and ClickUp, or Trello and Asana, or Monday. Just learn at least 2. This is your first step. Your second step is create a portfolio or update your portfolio if you already have one. There are many places to create a portfolio. If you have an Upwork account, you can create portfolios on your Upwork account. But apart from that, it's a good idea also to create your own personal portfolio outside of a freelancing platform. And the best way to do that is through Canva. I have a full tutorial. I'm going to put a link in the description. You can watch the tutorial and you can create your portfolio as a project manager in Canva. The portfolio is going to look like a website, so you don't need to buy a domain name, sign up for hosting. It's just going to be very easy to set up your portfolio. And in order to set up your portfolio, you need to have some samples. So during the tutorials that you follow and learn, you should have some template in your own project management account. If you sign up on Trello, ClickUp, you should have some project management samples that you created. So you can take a screenshot of those and they can serve as your samples that you can add to your portfolio. After you create your portfolio, your next step is find client. Go to Upwork, cold outreach, be aggressive, and just find your first client as a project manager. So these are the 3 checklists that you can follow in order to get started, find client, and become a project management virtual assistant. If you want to learn more about creating your portfolio, you can watch this next video. If you find this video helpful, please give it a like and don't forget to subscribe. I will see you in the next one.